But anyways, Freeland, she hitched her cart to Justin Trudeau's runaway horse a very long time ago. She's too tainted now to become the next leader of the party. So all she can do is hang on to the bitter end. And she was asked about this in a press conference. Oh God, she's looking like the last 10 days have been real rough on her. So let's watch.
Address the calls for change that are coming from some prominent liberals who say, following that by-election, something significant needs to happen. The leader needs to change, some sort of policy development needs to happen. There needs to be a symbol that the party is listening to the results, and there has to be a reaction to that. Do you think that that your government needs to make a significant change here?
The Prime Minister has my full support. I know he has the full support of Cabinet, and I know he has the full support of the vast, vast majority of Liberal MPs. The people of Toronto St. Paul's did send us a message, and it is absolutely incumbent on us to hear that message. That message was, things are hard. Life is really challenging right now. And you, our government, need to do a better job delivering for us on the things that matter in our lives. So, yeah, Canadians, people in Toronto St. Paul's, they sent us a message. They said, work harder, deliver for us. Things are hard for us. We expect you to work hard and deliver results and make things easier. And that's what we are totally committed to doing.
She's still twitchy, but not as twitchy as she normally is. I don't know if they've got her on some kind of muscle relaxant. Maybe they dusted off some Quaaludes for her, but she's a lot calmer. She's only twitching here, and she's doing her pressing her eyelids together to just really make sure that we, as her kindergarten class of a nation, understand the slow things she's saying to us about how they all need to work harder. They send us a message, and that message is to continue to work harder. You had 10 years. They're not asking you to work harder. In fact, I would like a politician to work less, because when they're working harder, things get worse. They're asking you to get out of office. You're not listening. They have completely rejected your agenda in one of the most liberal ridings in the entire country. And they still don't get it. They still don't get it. They never will. They never will. They think they're right, and we're just too dumb to understand how they're right. And so they have to keep telling us how right they are. And we'll just get it eventually. It's like the beatings will continue until morale improves. That's what we're getting from these liberals. One more from Chrystia Freeland. Miss Lippy from Happy Gilmore. She was asked if she was being sent a message by voters rejecting the Liberals in St. Paul's. And, well, she's just going to work harder. Just listen. Oh, here we go with the pressing her eyes together super hard, because that's how we all understand her, you guys.
Your party is 20 points down in the polls, and you've lost one of the safest Liberal seats in the city you've represented, largely due to voters' concerns around the cost of living and their finances. Can you explain why you should stay on as finance minister?
Well, that's a choice for the Prime Minister, of course. But what I will say is there was definitely a clear message from the voters of Toronto St. Paul's. And I think it's really important for our government to hear that message and to act on that message.
What on earth is she talking about? Okay, it's not a decision for the Prime Minister. If you don't think you're doing a good job as the finance minister by the nearly 40 million Canadians in this country, you should step down. It's not an entry-level position. This is not a position where you learn on the job. Although she tried didn't learn much, but her only experience in finance was bad. She basically destroyed an entire department of Reuters when she was the head of it, thanks to her ineptitude. And we're like, you know what? That lady who destroyed a wire service, we should put her in charge of the entire economy. That's the Liberals. That's how they think. What could possibly go wrong except the entire economy and everything? And here we are. So, you know, I w- I would have more respect, even though I couldn't possibly have less respect for Chrystia Freeland, if she said, you know what, it is right. We do need change. Change starts with me. I'm not the finance minister anymore. I will continue to be the MP of uh, my riding, but the voters have sent us a strong message that we are not doing something right. I'm the deputy prime minister. I am the finance minister. And so, yes, I will step down. Might even, s- cause a little bump in the polls for her party to have somebody within the government's inner circle to do the right thing. But these are liberals and they ain't gonna, as you can see. We sent her a message. And what I will say is that we heard that message loud and clear, and we're just gonna work harder. Okay, great. You know what? Go work harder at McDonald's. Like, get out of here. Go back to writing glowing biographies of billionaire oligarch control freaks, like what you used to do before Chrystia Freeland. That was fine. You shouldn't be in charge of the economy or anything, or the medicine cabinet, obviously. If you get if you pick up what I'm putting down there.
It wasn't always like this. When did everything change?
We want freedom!
I have a valid court order here today to vacate everyone from the building.
Bye, Daddy!
I don't think anyone would call it a democracy.
An historic church in northern Alberta has been destroyed by fire.
Major shortage of that, and the cost of living has skyrocketed.
Shame on you!
Is anyone going to push back? There are rebels among us, strong and free, rejecting the new normal, unwilling to be silenced. So what is a rebel?
A journalist.
A farmer.
A hunter.
A father.
A mother. A student.
A real female athlete.
A patriot.
Bold, fearless, and unconventional. Rebels rise up.
Small fringe minority